Morning, 11:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is XRP Future Millionaire with an emergency update. We talked about earlier if we could hold that double bottom, we could possibly pump out of it. But we've been talking about and why I haven't bought a position because I'm targeting 53,000 on Bitcoin. And then further, we talked about how on October 31st, on Halloween, we would start to see a direction in the market. And I took a lot of crap, but I told everybody we'll see the direction by the end of October on Halloween when you see the pumpkins. And then in November, we'll start to crash. It could even lead into early December, but I believe November is a crash month and December is going to be a pump. So that's the direction we're taking. That's why I didn't enter a position yesterday, even though I was very tempted. The day before, I could have gotten some. They went anywhere from 7 to 12% on most. But they quickly pulled back, so you would have had to been on top of it. I didn't want to deal with fees in and out, taxes, just to make a measly 5% after all the over and above. So we're riding with the technical analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do next level technical analysis. I don't promote any kind of links. I don't tell you to buy my Robinhood or Webull or any of that bullshit. I do unbiased technical analysis. And what that means is I am very flexible, even though a lot of people think I'm the bear, I'm the bear crypto. I'm the crypto bear. I've made 31% in the last month through crypto by doing, you know, suave trades and getting out because I know that we're in this very volatile system right now. And when you have volatility, you can actually have very substantial gains. But with volatility comes risk, and with risk comes portfolio disasters. So when you get, that's why I kept saying, don't be shy to take your profits. Even yesterday, XRP, we talked about the fake out the entire day. We talked about how Bitcoin faked up. We had multiple candles after the initial push up that never pushed the high. So we knew our highs weren't getting higher. We actually snuck in a fake out candle in a 30-minute segment, and I showed it extensively yesterday why I thought we were going to trace further down. So now we have to come with the facts. We talked about how it was odd that some of these came down to double bottoms, but other hadn't, and that was leading me to the direction that we still needed to crash farther. We had no symmetry with the bottoms. Some had already hit double bottoms, some didn't, which leads me to believe we had to go farther. XRP, if we want to be real, the double bottom's at 92 cents. The real double bottom. But to hold this and make a run is at $1.04, and XRP finally hit that today. Now, are we going to fall through the $1.04? Well, if we do, we've got a nice little drop here, ladies and gentlemen. Because we tried to pull back up into the triangle and get into the next trading zone, but we failed, pulled right back down, and it was a one big fake out. These are what I watch for when you start to get one hit, two hits. Is this now, or is it going to start to go like this again? This is where I'm the most intrigued about XRP at this $1.04 level, even though it's up about a penny. Bitcoin came down to this 57,545 area. We talked about how we were going to start to do this. I felt like this was a continuation pattern to the downside yesterday, and that's exactly how it played out. Now, we don't know. We haven't had enough confluency here on the drop yet to see, but what I will say is 57,545 after that drop is where you want to stay over. You want to stay over that support. So if you look at it right now, we're on the bottom side of it. And it looks that we're using that 57,545 on Bitcoin as resistance. If that's true, you guys know the next drop. Now it's going to be like we talked about yesterday. We round down, and then it could be a big drop if you can't hold that level. Because then you got to go to 53,000. You don't hold 53 in this area. So if you go bam, bam, you got a 55, and then if you go like this, you're going way down to 48 because that's the daily time frame. And that's what we've been talking about, hunting out that daily time frame because we had to close under the 4-hour time frame. Every single 4-hour candle was under the moving average yesterday, and then we came right up to it and got rejected. So that means, in my opinion, we probably are hunting out the moving average, guys. And that is way down here, and we have to acknowledge this area. So that's what I'm seeing, and that's why I don't get trapped in these situations when it looks so good and it feels so right, but the technicals are telling me something else. I'm not just going to throw my money in and it was a lot of hard work to make that 30% the last 5 weeks after having a terrible, terrible blunder when we had that initial drop. Wasn't even a huge blunder, but the point is I fell asleep, lost like 5 or 6%. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is, especially when you know what you're doing. Quickly recovered that and then some, and was my mission to 5 or 6x that loss, and that's exactly what I did. So now we're looking. XRP is at a firm double now. If we can hold here, this is the level where I would have expected bounces. The problem is now as you look at some of these, DGB broke through. You've got ZIL down at 8738. It's trying to come to its double bottom. So some of these are now starting to look a little bit more confluent to their double bottoms. I told you VeChain was going to be a disaster when it rolled over because it had to. It never came back up and retested, and it bailed right out. And that was our hope to 19.321 for anybody who had it. That would have showed you the bearish setup or the bullish setup. But we said when it came back down on that fake out, it was coming down, and it was coming down hard. Got to have exclusive content though. Join Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. Join the exclusive and elusive TFAM, Tom's Army. You get emoji badges upon signing up next to your name. It changes each month. And then you also get my exclusive Telegram, but you also get the exclusive content if you're a member of Tom's Army. And at this point, all the money I've saved all of you, I would love to see an increase in Tom's Army memberships at $9.99 a month. I'm trying to get to that 200 member goal. We're at 169. I really believe I've earned it, and I've saved a lot of you so much money in the last 3 days, 30% or more. I think it's time for you guys to come on board, join Tom's Army, show me the proper support. I've been doing this 10 months. I don't ask much. I just simply want you to pay it forward and help me reach my goal to 200 members of Tom's Army so we can start making a bigger name on YouTube. What I'm seeing right now, DGB, I'm looking firmly, now that we came around, firmly at this you could say 4335, 4328, 4350, but this 43 area is where I'm targeting for DGB. Because you do this. Now it's created an M, guys. So that means DGB could do one of these and end back up here. That's why I'm saying we could have a major crash coming, and they all started making these giant M's in the pattern. I think we're crashing, like I've said. I've called for a crash, but I've told you guys while the profit's here, take advantage of it. But, I mean, you can see this. The crash is taking place. We're already down some 25-30% on most of these. So when people are like, well, Tom, why are you so, well, this is why. People are already down 26% on XLM. I mean, imagine if you bought XRP at the top because of these moon channels. You're already down some 22%. I mean, that's liquidation of your portfolio. Imagine seeing DGB jump up, buying it way up here. You're down better than 30% now. Doge, a lot of the miles indicator was buzzing. He's telling you buy. Had you bought way up here. You know, you're looking at 33% on Doge. I mean, that is ridiculous. And then when they told you to buy again at 29 when it hit the top. I mean, let's just piss our money away, another 25%. That's what I'm saying. I'm the best in the business for a reason. I don't jump in just because everybody else is. I won't change my position to bullish. I don't care if it takes months. I know what I'm looking at. I know the market can be stretched out, but stick with me through the year 2023 on the ISO journey to 2023. And let's face it, we get out early, we get in even earlier, we swing the trades properly, and we're going to find the proper levels for long holding, because there's no reason to swing trade in the crypto market unless it's in volatile times like this. We swing trade to the bottom, making profit all the way, and then when we get to the bottom, we become long holders. No excuses, no exceptions. You never sell, but we have to get to that proper point, and we're starting our journey right now, because if we break past this level, say hello to 30 or 53,000. That's what I put up there at 68,516, that blue line down, and that's where I expect it to come down to, and that is nobody really was paying attention to it at the time. But that is, in fact, where the 200-day daily is in the 200-day moving average. That's the daily time frame, 200-day moving average. And I strategically placed it there many, many weeks ago and said we were going to trade down and we had to go through the short-term moving averages. Now we've come through the 4-hour moving average. The only thing left now is to get to $48,000 or $49,000 range. That is sub 50K Bitcoin. So that's where we're hunting, and we're going to see how close we come on this next drop. But we're going to have swing trades in between. Stick around for the best in the business. No bullshit, no FUD. Exclusivity that I give my members of Tom's Army. There's simply no reason to join. Hit that like button. I do not want to see under 100 likes on any of these videos anymore.